Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, which means we're gonna party. No, we're just gonna have some fun. This reading, of course, is hypothetical. And I mean, of course, it would be fun if something like this actually happened and you would get back to me and say that what I predicted actually did happen. But it is more just, curiosity on what would actually happen if you were alone with this person. If they had the opportunity to be with you with no witnesses, what would happen? So this question is actually, I borrowed this idea from Miss Tarot Daily. I really want to credit her because this isn't my idea. I just saw that reading a few months ago and I thought it was a really good idea. However, her options weren't all that exciting, so I thought, I'll go ahead and try and see if I can do this better. So we have 5 options for you guys, and I'm of course gonna live shuffle. So we have a selenite, an apatite, lapis lazuli, amethyst, and rose quartz. Now choose your option and think, what would happen if I were alone in a room with this person? So I'm going to go to the shuffle now and I'm going to see you in the timestamps. Remember to hit like if you like my reading. Remember to subscribe if you want to. No, that wasn't like, but subscribe. And of course, if you want to, you can hit the bell so you will be notified if I go live, because I've started to do that quite a lot. I mean, I've tried a few times, and of course, since I don't have too many subscribers yet, it's quite difficult. But if you want to catch me when I'm live, you would be able to do that if you hit the bell. Now, to the live shuffle. Ta-da! So, pile number 1. Let's see what you guys got in the Alone in a Room lottery. If you chose the selenite, this is what would happen if you and your person were alone in a room. Positive expectations, self-reliance, existence, breakthrough, letting go. Don't let pride get in your way. Your dreams need a practical plan, egotism, empathy, and organization. Okay, so I'm supposing that you haven't talked to this person for a while, because being alone in a room with them would be something that would probably have a lot of issues surface between the two of you, and something that has been wanting to be resolved for a while is going to get resolved. If you were alone in a room with this person, there would be a major breakthrough between the two of you that would have you both let go of some past, and I think you would have an awesome conversation about something existential. I think it would be deep conversation, and I also think that you would finally, both of you would be able to what's it called, drop the mask. That's what I'm seeing. The pride and the ego that has been getting in the way of the two of you communicating straightforward uh, honestly with each other would be finally gone. So you would be able to be completely honest with each other, and I think you would maybe, I mean, with the organization. Well, I just have to say, I'm not seeing any hanky panky. So let's get that out of the way. There wouldn't be any making out or anything like that. It would actually be a very adult conversation between the two of you, and I think a very needed one. And you would both leave the room very relieved and quite, I think, Mm, well, like you got some kind of closure, is what I'm seeing mostly. I don't see this as anything blossoming into more. I'm actually mainly seeing that this would be a conversation that would have both of you let go of the past and finally get some peace regarding whatever has been going on between the two of you. So I'm sorry. I mean, if you were hoping for something more juicy, this isn't your pile. But I mean, rest assured that this person would be able to talk to you honestly about how they feel. And I think you would have a very nice conversation, and it would give you plenty of relief. So no awkward silence, at least. Yeah, that was basically what I got from you for you. I don't think anything else other than perhaps you guys would maybe make some kind of plan for how you would be able to communicate in the future or something like that, but nothing juicy. Sorry. If you chose the appetite, let's see what would happen if you and your person were alone in a room. Wonder if your pal would be juicy. Raising your standards, breaking free, the lovers, sharing, harmony. That would be like the Ten of Cups. Don't let your past hold you back. Look at the bigger picture, romance, optimism, and versatility. Okay, so there is definitely heavy emotion between the two of you guys. You have the lovers and you have a romance card, which would be like the equivalent of Two of Cups. I'm pretty sure that this does have potential for some kind of romantic physical encounter if the two of you were alone in a room. However, there would also be something else that has probably been the reason as to why you're asking this question, because you might not have been communicating a lot with this person. They would be sharing a lot about their life with you, and I think it would be something along the lines of them wanting to break free from something. So we would have a conversation about them being honest about something with their past that is holding them back, or something in their current circumstance that is holding them back. However, I don't think they would hold back from you. I actually think that they would be tempted and do something that they perhaps shouldn't do. I think I don't know if anything else would develop from this, but it would leave you feeling optimistic about the future. So I think this is this is pointing towards something more. Actually, with you guys, I'm gonna pull the romance angels just to make sure that this isn't about them and their spouse or partner, because I'm actually thinking that they would make a move on you despite whatever is holding them back. But you would have they would share something deep about themselves and about their life, something that's holding them back. Let's see what would actually happen between the two of you if you were alone in a room. very soon. And that could be something that means something to you. What would happen if you guys were alone in a room? So yeah, you've been separated. So these cards are simply confirming what I said in the beginning, that there has been separation between you and true love. Oh, wow. So yeah, basically what I said. This is heavy with emotion. Excuse my lack of eloquence. I'm still very affected by retrograde, so it's not easy always to talk in a not my native tongue, and especially during Mercury retrograde. Yeah, sorry. So yes, this is simply confirming that there's been a separation. However, there is no doubt about the feelings between the two of you, and they would come to the surface if you two were alone. There would be a very honest conversation. This person would not be able to keep their hands off you. I think they would be tempted to do something that they're not supposed to do. Okay. So that's nice to know, I suppose. If you chose the lapis lazuli, let's see what would happen. Let's get a quick overview on what would happen if you and your person were alone in a room. Family harmony, moving forward fearlessly, the master, consciousness, understanding, a win-win outcome is forecast, work through your fears, principle, authority, and negotiation. Wow, okay. So no hanky-panky for you. However, a lot of progress between whatever has been, between the two of you, with regards to how the situation is as it stands. There would be a very mature conversation. I mean, we have the master card, so I think whatever would be happening between the two of you would be very ethical. There would be some integrity in the way that you interact with each other, meaning that if this person is with someone else, he or she would not cross that boundary, neither would you. There would be some kind of resolvement as to something that he or she perhaps did with to you, or something about them having rejected you prior to this alone in a room situation, where you would be actually able to talk to this person about it and get a full understanding of why the person did or said what they did. And again, I think this is another third party situation pile. And what I'm mainly seeing is that you would be able to finally get some peace of mind with regards to what happened. And I think you would, with the negotiation and the authority, I think, again, this is very similar to pile one, having an adult conversation, talking things through, and just being honest in a very mature way, and just talking about what actually did happen between the two of you. This would cause both of you to feel like this is a win-win situation. So don't I know you probably wanted to hear that there'll be heavy making out, but I'm not seeing this in this pile. But that's not a bad thing. I'm actually seeing that if you were alone in a room with this person, it would help things along for whatever could come up in the future. I mean, you would definitely get peace of mind. So, but yes, not as exciting. I'm sorry. That was a quick overview of what would happen. That was all I had. Very, very quick reading for you guys today. Okay, so if you chose the amethyst, let's see, have a quick overview of what would happen if you were alone in a room with your person. Dreams coming true. This is very promising. Vacation. Laziness is Knight of Cups. Rebirth. Guidance. This is like I think this is the Three of Cups. Believe in the impossible. Oh dear. Be bold and make the first move. Eccentricity, convention, and drama. Wow. This would not be boring. This encounter, if you were alone in a room with your person, there would be fireworks. Holy dear. I mean, there is the Nine of Cups with the dreams coming true is whatever you thought you wanted to happen with this person if you were alone in a room with them is gonna happen if you were alone. If you are someday gonna get to be alone in a room with this person. Also with the rebirth card, now this is the Ten of Swords. So, I mean, I know this is usually indicating something really horrible, but actually not really. This is something that's, suggesting that whatever past you have had with this person that has caused you to be hurt or grieving is over. I mean, that would be the end of this. It would be a completely new beginning for the two of you. It would be like with the vacation card, sometimes it's simply indicating really, really good, happy times. So I'm really not seeing anything bad here with especially with the drama card. So that would be, if you ever got to the making out part, it would be heavy. It would be hot and heavy. Believe in the impossible, again, suggesting that something incredible would happen between the two of you. I don't know why you're not with this person, because obviously there is a lot of passion here. Now, also with the Three of Cups, I'm seeing, a lot of happy times. This is it's a celebration card. And the eccentricity and convention right next to each other, which is quite interesting because they are two polar opposites. This is simply telling me not that this has anything to do with eccentricity nor convention. This is telling me that you two are yin and yang. You two are like, you're a great match. And I think you would really find that if you were in a room alone with this person. This is a good pile to be in. So one of you would be bold and make the first move. I'm not sure which one of you, but if you don't, then this person would. Again, this is hypothetical, but it's still nice to know, isn't it? So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. You would have an amazing time with this person. Everything you would want to happen with this person would happen. And the funny thing is, I'm not really seeing anything sexual, but that could possibly just mean that it's not just going to be like a one-time fling, because this thing with your person is a lot deeper than just ending up being like a hanky-panky or like a one-time thing. So if you're actually lucky enough to get your person alone sometime, I think you would be very, very happily surprised with what would happen between the two of you. Or maybe it's gonna happen. Yeah, so that was you, pile 4. I hope it happens for you. Okay, so if you chose the last one, this is the rose quartz. Let's see. Hypothetically, what would happen if you were alone with your person? Stand your ground, new location, the rebel, comparison, adventure, show the world the real you, a new start is coming, beautiful, restlessness, intuition, and adaptability. Okay, so you guys would not stay in this room. This person and you would go to somewhere else, and I think, maybe this is something like you sitting here in this room and you're, conversing something about standing your ground. I don't know if that means that you're going to have like a serious conversation with them, but I see you moving to some other location, somewhere adventurous. So I'm assuming this person would ask you if you wanted to like go for coffee or maybe go out somewhere. And a new start is coming is definitely what's the word, confirming this. Now again with the restlessness card, so that would mean that you guys wouldn't be sitting there. It would be probably to how do you say this, yeah, it would fit the situation for the two of you to be alone in a room. I think this person would want to take you somewhere else. And I also, yeah, with the adaptability, I think that would make sense too. So, however, I do think that, there would be some really honest communication between the two of you. And you might go out and do something really fun, because we actually have the adventure and the rebel. So this pile is actually a rogue pile, and I'm not deciding what the cards are going to say. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. You are not going to be staying in a room with this person. This person is going to ask you to go out somewhere else with them, and you would have fun doing something else than just sitting in a room. And this would cause a new start for the two of you. Again, this is hypothetical, but it's still really interesting to have these kinds of readings, isn't it? So yeah, I think it would be a positive new beginning, and you would both be very honest with each other. You would have a lot of fun doing something, maybe even something physical. Now, actually, with you guys too, I did that with one of the other piles, but don't tell the 3 others. I'm gonna pull a card from the romance angels to see what would actually happen if you were alone, and just to confirm this message, because I think it's interesting, maybe to get some kind of confirmation on if this would actually happen if you got to be alone with this person. Let's see what would happen between you and your person if you were alone in a room. True love. Now, this came out for the other one too. I'm just going to confirm this, but this doesn't make sense, doesn't it? If you were alone in a room with this person and you showed them the real you, they showed you the real them, and then they would not want to just stay there in the room with you. They would actually want to just, take you out. Maybe that's what this is all about. Let's see, what do we want here? Yeah, okay, we have deception. And I think that's interesting because deception isn't actually always a bad card to get. This is usually when someone has been hiding something from us. And I think with this true love card and the religious factors, this person has been having some kind of secret from you, or they've been deceiving you with regards to how they're feeling about you. This is probably going on right now. And I think that would be resolved. So I think that's your message. I'm just going to get one final because I don't want to leave you hanging with that strange contradiction, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't bad, okay? Flirt, yeah. So a lot of positive energy. This isn't at all meaning that there is going to be deception between the two of you. I think this is confirming for you, and it would be interesting if you wrote me a comment that right now, whatever's going on between the two of you, you're kind of in the dark, and this person has perhaps been withholding something from you, and you would be, finding out that they have been deceiving you, and they would probably end up being, they would probably either reveal to you how they truly feel, or this is simply indicating this is a situation of true love, so there's really no need to worry. However, this is really, I'm sorry, I'm just going too deep into this. This is a hypothetical reading. However, very interesting to see. Okay, so that was you, Pal 5. If you like this reading, remember to hit like and subscribe. That was all I had for you today. If you want to, remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you will be notified when I go live, and you might be able to catch me for a free reading, or if you want to, I can answer a question more in depth for a donation. I'm trying to save up some money to go back to school, so everything would be very appreciated. Now, that was all I have for you guys today. So I hope you have a great morning, day, or evening wherever you are. Bye now.